In a stunning turn of events that sent shockwaves throughout fandom communities worldwide, an emotional moment between rising stars Tian Xuning and Ziyu has become the most talked about topic across social media. What began as an ordinary behind-the-scenes recording session suddenly shifted into a scene so heartfelt, so raw, and so unexpected that fans have been replaying it non-stop, dissecting every second, every expression, and every trembling breath. For months, some say years, rumors had circulated about the close bond between the two. Their chemistry on screen, the way they looked at each other during interviews, and the subtle gestures they exchanged in group events had already become legendary. But no one, not even the most observant fans, imagined that the quiet tension between them would erupt into such a powerful and emotional confession. The day everything changed. It happened during the filming of a special featurette that was meant to showcase the cast's reflections on their journey together. Crew members described the atmosphere as calm and pleasant until Tian Xuning suddenly appeared unusually tense. Observers recall that he kept adjusting his hands, glancing toward Ziyu more often than usual, and repeatedly avoiding direct eye contact. Ziyu, meanwhile, seemed unaware of what was about to unfold. Known for her bright energy and cheerful personality, she was smiling, chatting, and interacting naturally with everyone on set, completely oblivious to the emotional storm silently building beside her. When the director called for a one-on-one segment focusing on each cast member's most meaningful bond during the project, Tian Xuning hesitated. There was a visible pause, a long one, before he finally stepped forward. And that's when the moment began. Tian Xuning's voice trembles. "I've been holding this in." Standing only a few steps away from Ziyu, Tian Xuning took a deep breath. Cameras were rolling. Crew members grew still, sensing something unusual. He started with a small, nervous laugh, something fans later described as the most vulnerable smile he's ever shown. Then, looking directly at Ziyu for the first time that day, he said quietly, "I've been holding this in for a long time." The room froze. Ziyu froze. Even the director reportedly lowered his headset, too shocked to intervene. Tian Xuning continued speaking, his voice shaking yet determined. He talked about how meeting Ziyu had changed his life, how her sincerity, warmth, and relentless optimism had helped him through stressful days on set. He admitted that he often found himself thinking about her even when they weren't working together, and that he cherished their moments more deeply than he had ever dared to show. According to witnesses, Ziyu went completely silent. Her eyes widened, her lips parted slightly, and for several long seconds, she didn't move at all. Then her eyes glistened. Ziyu's tears. I didn't know you felt this way." The emotional climax came when Tian Xuning finally said the words fans never dared to hope they would actually hear, "I like you. And I've liked you for much longer than you think." Ziyu's reaction stunned everyone. Her breath hitched visibly, and a single tear rolled down her cheek before she hurriedly tried to wipe it away. But the tears kept coming, quiet, uncontrollable, and full of shock. Her voice cracked as she whispered, I didn't know you felt this way. I really didn't know." The vulnerability in her tone nearly broke the entire set. Crew members later described the moment as so sincere it didn't feel like filming anymore, just two people finally facing their hearts. The atmosphere turns electric. From that point on, the emotional tension skyrocketed. Ziyu struggled to maintain composure as she wiped her tears, and Tian Xuning instinctively stepped closer, not touching her, but clearly wanting to. The cameras captured everything: his trembling hands, her shaky breaths, and the indescribable energy between them. The director, recognizing the significance of the moment, quietly instructed the crew to keep rolling but not to interfere. What unfolded next was a conversation so heartfelt that many staff members later admitted privately that they felt honored to witness it. Ziyu confessed that she had always admired Tian Xuning deeply, his dedication, his calm nature, and the gentle way he treated people. She admitted that there were times when she wondered if he felt something more, but she never allowed herself to believe it. "I thought you were just being kind," she said with a trembling smile. "I was," Tian Xuning replied softly. "But I was also being honest, just not fully honest." Social media erupts. This is not a drill. Within minutes of the footage leaking online, platforms across the world exploded. Hashtags related to the moment trended instantly, many reaching #1 globally. Fans launched campaigns demanding the full unedited video. Popular fan accounts uploaded slowed-down clips, analyzing every gaze and heartbeat. Some of the top trending reactions included, "This is a real confession. I can't breathe. Ziyu crying, Tian Xuning, why would you do this to us? The chemistry is illegal. The softness in his eyes when he said I like you help." Memes, edits, reactions, and fan theories flooded every corner of the internet. Fan artists immediately began drawing the emotional scene. Even celebrities and influencers commented, expressing disbelief at the raw authenticity of the moment. Behind the scenes, what happened after the cameras stopped? Insiders revealed that after the filming ended, Tian Xuning quietly walked up to Ziyu and asked if she was okay. The two reportedly talked for nearly an hour off-camera, away from the crew, sitting side by side on a staircase in the back of the studio. No one knows exactly what was said during that private conversation, but sources confirmed that Ziyu left the studio smiling through her tears, and Tian Xuning looked lighter, almost relieved, as one staff member described. Some insiders claim the two are closer than ever and that their bond has deepened in ways that are impossible to ignore. Fans are waiting for one thing: a public follow-up. Despite the explosive confession, neither Tian Xuning nor Ziyu has released an official statement. But fans are convinced that something has changed forever between them. Many are eagerly watching their schedules, live streams, and social media for even the smallest hint of what might happen next. Will they address it publicly? Will they appear together in an interview? Will their relationship move to the next stage? At this point, anything seems possible. A moment that will be remembered for years. Whether you're a longtime supporter or someone who just discovered the duo after the viral clip, one thing is undeniable: this confession has become one of the most unforgettable moments in the world of entertainment. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't exaggerated.